Indian property falls under Indian property law, which entails a complex legal framework governing the ownership, transfer, and management of real estate in India. Under Indian property law, there are various types of properties, including residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial property. Each category has its own set of rules and regulations regarding ownership, usage, and taxation. The laws aim to provide clarity, transparency, and protection to property owners and buyers. Hello again, I'm Indira from Whitecroft Ford, and I'll walk you through an insightful overview of Indian property framework. If you're a foreign citizen or NRI with assets in India, you may find this clip helpful. So, what sort of documents are involved in property transactions in India? First of all, they often involve the execution of legal documents, such as sale deeds, agreements and leases, etc. These documents outline the terms and conditions of the transaction, including the price, payment schedule, rights and responsibilities of each party involved. It is essential to ensure that all legal formalities are followed diligently to avoid any disputes or complications in the future. Another extremely important mandatory process to Indian property is the process of mutation. Let's briefly look at what mutation is. Indian property mutation refers to the process of transferring the ownership of a property from one person to another. It is an important legal procedure that involves updating the land or property records with the appropriate authorities. The mutation of property records is necessary to establish the rightful ownership. It also ensures smooth transactions in the real estate sector. It's important to know that Indian property registration is different from Indian property mutation process. Sounds confusing? I'll explain. Here's a short explanation of the difference between both. Property registration is the process of legally recording the transfer of ownership. Property mutation is the subsequent step of updating the official records to reflect the change in ownership. Finally, we'll look at how a power of attorney can facilitate an individual's Indian property matters without them having to physically be in India. Power of attorney allows individuals to delegate the cumbersome administrative tasks involved in Indian property processes. This can be particularly helpful for non-resident Indians, NRIs, or individuals who are unable to personally attend to matters themselves. By empowering a trusted representative through a power of attorney, property owners can ensure that processes such as mutation, for example, are carried out on behalf of them and in accordance with legal requirements. It is a common approach used by a number of foreign citizens and NRI. Although Indian property tasks require a twofold approach, on paper and effective groundwork, delegating a power of attorney can prove to be beneficial in some cases. A key takeaway from this information is that Indian property matters involve a number of mandatory processes, as well as professionals for various stages of any requirement. And don't forget, for Indian property process, you'll require your PAN card. Great. I hope that was insightful. For more information, visit us on whitecroftford.com. Until again, best wishes.